Hi. It's been a very long time. I think nearly a year. I think the last time I filmed was maybe November last year. Hello. Uh, it's been a long time for a lot of reasons. I ended up, my relationship with my now ex ended in December of last year. So the 17th of December we broke up, and I ended up moving back to England like almost immediately, and it was a very stressful, upsetting time for me because I didn't care what was going on. I don't know what happened. I just packed my suitcase full of stuff and flew to England the same day. And then it was a bit of a whirlwind. I was kind of numb. I don't really remember what happened. I mean, I can't remember most of what happened, but I just went completely numb and I didn't really care what was going on. I should say today is the 18th, 18th, August the 20th, 2022. Is it the 20th? Is it the 20th? Yeah. Fuck, I don't know. I never know what. I always do these and I still never know what the day is. 21st, sorry. 21st of August, Sunday. A lot has happened. I went back home. I went through the process of transferring to the Sainsbury's down here and then my job and changing doctors, cancelling standing orders with like my renting up there, and then going up, sort of planning and organising and going back up to Scotland to get the rest of my things. And it's been like a bit of a wild year for me. And then I left my job at Sainsbury's and I got a proper job now. I'm actually a search analyst. I do like property searches and such. It's a pretty good job. It's a lot more relaxing, a lot less stressful. I won't say relaxing, but I'm not running around all the time. I'm sat at my desk, chilling, having a good time, listening to freaking podcasts all day. It's a really good job. I'm not explaining myself very well. So yeah, December, me and my ex broke up. I flew to England the same day. I rang up when I was still in Scotland and told my manager I wasn't coming to work because I was leaving the country. And luckily they were really nice and they put me, instead of like cancelling, putting me through as like left or quit or resigning, or they put me through as an unauthorized absence or something, or an unpaid absence, that's it. So that when I kind of got back on my feet here, after a few days, a week or so, I was able to speak to the checkouts manager in the Sainsbury's in my town in England and get transferred pretty easily. It wasn't too difficult. And I was very grateful to my manager for that, my manager in Scotland, for them helping me out like that, because I had no idea what I was doing at the time. I just was in a bit of a black hole, just trying to keep myself distracted, because obviously it was the end of a 6-year relationship and I was very upset at the time. This angle, I really hate it, but I don't have anything like higher. I could go sit at my dining table, but it's a lot darker over there, and at least here I'm sort of facing the light. So I moved back in with my mum and my little sister, and at first for a few days I didn't really think about anything or do anything. I barely slept, I don't think. Maybe a few hours a night, most 2 or 3. I had to distract myself to exist. So I would just go to my sister's house, my eldest sister's house, and just stay there for hours and watch films or whatever, just talk to somebody. I didn't want to be by myself. And then eventually, when I was in a bit of a better headspace after a few days, a week, and I remember I ended up getting in contact with the Sainsbury's in my town, and I went in to meet them, and we got all my transfer sorted out, and then I was going to start in January after Christmas. And I got set up with my doctor. I just started organizing things, like changing my address for like my bank, just all that sort of really annoying shit you have to do when you move. Finally got all that out of the way, and then Christmas went by, and it actually wasn't too bad. I remember like it was I remember like I would feel happy for a while when I was with someone, but then every now and then I would remember, and I would be really low for a little while. I would remember like, oh, I wish like I would. It's not so much I would remember, it was that I would think like, oh, can't wait to tell my ex about this. Like, not thinking of him as my ex, like, this funny thing, like, because I was planning to go home for Christmas anyway. But then I remember like, no, I'm not gonna talk to him because we're not together anymore. And I was like, all right, and that was upsetting. That happened quite a lot. But then I would say by the end of January, I was probably all right. Like, moved on, but like I wasn't upset all the time, or down or depressed, or just constantly like in pain, I want to say, but like that sounds really dramatic. So yeah, but then I was okay. I think I just started hyper focusing on myself. Like, I started this new job, so not a new job, I was in Sainsbury's, so I was getting used to that Sainsbury's because it was a much bigger Sainsbury's and there was a lot more things to know and do. And yeah, so I was getting used to that. And I lost weight naturally because I had no appetite. I don't think I cared about eating the entire time for like a whole week. For like weeks, to be honest. I remember like even my birthday came around, I wasn't bothered because like my appetite was in the toilet. And I think because obviously I barely ate, I didn't eat the whole day. Me and my ex had broken up that day. Like when I traveled to England, I did not eat that whole day. I was not hungry, not interested in food, too busy trying not to cry on the plane home. And yeah, so that was that. So by the time that I really got myself settled back down here, like my appetite was pretty fucked, so I wasn't very hungry for a long time. I lost weight. I don't really know how much I lost. I think when I was last looking at my weight around that time, I was around 15 stone 3, 4, maybe closer to 6, but I can't remember. But I do remember that like I weighed myself at one point in January, and I dropped down to like 14 stone. I don't know. I can't remember. Just like 14 and a half stone, maybe 14 stone 9. I dropped like a good half a stone of weight. Maybe nearly a stone. I don't remember off the top of my head because I wasn't taking pictures or anything. So I got myself settled in. I probably started dating around a bit in like April, maybe. Like I started applying for new jobs in March when I was back on my feet properly, and I got this new job which I loved to bits. Much better pay, much just better in general, full time. It's great. That was in April. Actually, that's something fair. Another reason I lost a fair bit of weight in January, I forget, is because when I lost in December, I got a chest infection. This is just before when me and my ex broke up. So I remember I was just starting to feel better and like was going back to work, and then we broke up. So I lost a bit of weight from that because I was dying. I was, fever, coughing constantly, chest infection. So I come home, and then around my birthday, 10th of January, around that week that I was off, I got a throat infection, which was just brilliant. I got ill again, to be fair. I've been going through a lot of stress, so it doesn't surprise me. So then I lost a lot of weight because I wasn't eating then as well. And then I think in March, February was fine. February, my body let me off. And in March, I got a cold. And then a week after I got a cold, I got a bug off my sister. So I basically gave him my notice at the beginning of March. Or was it? Yeah, like maybe the beginning of March. So I was going on holiday for a week. I'm not going anywhere, but I had a week off. And on that week off, I was off for a week. And then I got a cold, which was fine, whatever. Then I got a bug from my little sister. But then the same day that I got the bug, because I got the bug a few like days after her, like almost a week maybe, and then she got COVID the same day. So then the 2 days after I got my bug and I went back to work, I came home because I was feeling a bit fun. Like, I didn't leave work early, but I finished work and came home because I was feeling a bit sniffly, and I was like, what? I got COVID. So I got ill like 5 times in the space of 4 months, so my appetite was generally in the toilet as well. So I lost weight naturally just from being ill all the time. It was basically my body just kind of went, you're meant to be getting this over the span of 2 years, but we're just gonna like get you ill, and like we're gonna close that time frame in 5 months and just give you every illness that's going around. It was ideal, perfect, loved that for me. Around this time I restarted, what's it called, the 1-to-1 diet. I don't, if anyone's watched my videos before, it's that diet where you get all these pre-made sort of products and you eat like 4 products a day or 3 products a day. And I restarted it for a couple months, but I couldn't stick to it because I don't know what happened. I just didn't really like the food anymore. There were things I could eat and I enjoyed, but like it really went down from like, there's like so many products and I was basically eating the same 4 over and over again. It got kind of boring and kind of, I don't know, like just repetitive, and I didn't really enjoy it. So I ended up stopping that. I didn't really end up losing any weight from it either, because like the food would be so boring and repetitive that I would constantly just binge on something else. Like I would have them, 3-4 products, and then I would go home and I would snack on whatever was there. So I just never really ended up losing any weight. I lost like maybe a few pounds. I think the lowest I got down to that 14 stone too. So I lost about a stone and a bit, and then I quit 1-to-1 diet like, I don't remember, a couple months ago. And then just a lot of other family things have been going on, just like it's been a mental year. I don't really want to bring up the family issues, video for another time maybe. But right now, what I'm trying to say, it's been 12 minutes, I haven't even talked about what I want to talk about. But so I decided, I was kind of like, I quit 1-to-1 diet. I'm in a new relationship, by the way. I got with my current boyfriend in June, so it's been a couple months now, and it's nearly 3 months, and it's been nice. He's a nice guy, so we'll see how it goes. And everything's been kind of, getting, what's the words I'm looking for? I don't want to say turning up, but like, everything's been working out well for me lately. After dying, broken up with, nearly dying repeatedly from constant illnesses. It's been a bit of a wild time. So I decided, I was watching, and if anyone who knows and has watched any of my videos before, I watch Amberlynn Reid reaction channels because I think they're entertaining. I haven't really been keeping up with it a lot lately because I've been super busy at work. Sorry, my throat just really wants to clog up for a second there. But I caught up with it recently because I had like this whole weekend to myself, and I finally sat down and was like, okay, I'm just going to catch up on everything I want to watch. And I seen that she started Ozempic, and I was first like, I knew Ozempic, like I know of it. I don't know like the whole, you inject yourself once a week. It's supposed to be a good, like a helpful way of losing weight because it kind of fucks up your appetite a bit. And like, you basically shit and eat your life away for a while. No, vomit, even shit and vom your life a bit. It just makes you really nauseous, and like I've seen like people using it. Thing is, I'm not a needle fan, so I was like, no thank you. I was looking into it out of curiosity, and 2, I was not going to pay like £100-200 for 1 injection a week. That's shit tons of money. I'm not doing that. But what I did see when I was looking into it is I did see that they do a tablet form of I've forgotten the word, like the medication. Like what it is a chemical or a medicine. Like what's the word I'm looking for? Formula called, I've got the word, I've got it here. Although they stuck something on it. Semaglutide? I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Semaglutide. I'll just show you the box. It's backwards. I hope it's not backwards for you, but semaglutide. And so I kind of looked into the tablet form because I can take tablets. And I decided to do a bit of research. I looked at a few reviews, kind of looked around, and it seems like it works for people. It kind of helps with the, there's some people were like saying they get really ill, so I only got the 1 month box just to see. So that's why I've come back as well, because one, I finally feel like I've settled in and got my job. I'm now focusing back on weight loss again properly, because I feel like I just kind of run a bit wild and snacky lately, and I just need to get back under control. And I feel like this is a method. I know that thing is, I know it's calories in versus calories out, which is fine. It's just really hard to do that when you're constantly craving and your appetite, like I've got the appetite of a friggin', like my appetite came back full force and I'm constantly hungry. So I just thought I'll give these a go, and I thought I'd show you my 1 month on Ribosys. I don't know if that's like the brand. I think that's the brand of people who do it. Ribosys. I don't know how to say that name either. And I thought I'd give the tablet form a go, because then you're supposed to do this for 4 weeks. You get 30 tablets, and then you're supposed to go up to 7 milligrams. I'm on 3 milligrams at the moment. And the thing about these is like £100 for a month's worth, whereas with the bloody tablet injection, it was like 150 for the 1 injection. I'm like, I'm good, thank you. So I thought I'd give these a go, just to try them, see if they work. It's supposed to just increase your, just decrease your appetite. Something to do with your blood sugar levels. Like, obviously I don't have diabetes, which is one of the main things this is for, but it's also been approved as a weight loss method. And I don't know if you could get it on the NHS, but I feel like it's really hard to get anything on the NHS, to be fair. And I feel like if I can afford to buy it, it's better for me to buy it than to put more strain on the NHS, if that makes sense. So I figured I'd just buy it and give it a go, because it's only like, I make pretty decent money now, so like paying out £100 for this a month seems like not that bad to me. So I just figured I'd give it a go, and I'd let you know how it goes. So I weighed myself today, and I will stick that video in either at the end of this video or now. I'll pause for dramatic effect. If not, there we go. So probably at the end of the video, actually. I'll just pause for no reason. And I weighed in at 14 stone 13.8, so like basically 15 stone exactly. So I think that was today. So I'm going to start taking these tomorrow though, because I don't know, it just feels right to start on a Monday. I'm not going to eat particularly unhealthy today or anything, but I just like, it's like my day off, and I don't want to, like, if this does make you feel unwell, I'd rather feel unwell at work than feel unwell at home and like ruin my day off, if that makes sense. It doesn't make any sense when I say it out loud. Like, at least when at work I can distract myself and I can like concentrate on my work and like put my headphones on and just ignore it. At home, I'm just going to sit here and feel miserable about myself if it does make you feel really nauseous. So I don't know, I'm more willing to ignore that at work, because I don't like to feel awkward and go home. I don't really like asking to go home. It makes me feel really bad. So I'm more likely to ignore any symptoms. Although it seems to be what I've read is some people either feel like a bit nauseous, their appetite kind of goes, and like some people seem to spend it pretty much being sick all week or like all month. So like, we'll see how that goes. This is the whole point, is I'm reviewing it. It's upside down. I'm trying not to show you my prescription, because I paid for it, but you still got to have a doctor prescribe it, so I'm gonna try it, and this will be my 1 month review on it. And if I like it, because then after the 1 month you're supposed to go up to the 7 milligrams, and I'll see if I do that. I don't know yet, but yeah, so I'm gonna start taking these. I've read, and also I have gotten it and I have read it, but I will reread it probably, the friggin' like, I want to say the manual, but no, it's not the manual, like the little leaflet it comes with, just to make sure I'm not doing anything dumb, taking it wrong or whatever. So yeah, I'm going to give this a go, and we're going to see if this works, because the double chin is coming in, it's not okay, the belly's coming, it's there, she ain't leaving, so I need to help her go. Because like the thing is, right, I can stick to 1200 calories easy peasy, or 15, or whatever I want to do, whatever diet I will do like alongside it, I'll do. But I can stick to it a lot easier if my appetite is not constantly going, you know what I mean, like begging for Doritos or whatever. So that's why I'm like, I'm gonna give these a go, because then if I could take these, I know the whole point is that if you're still eating shit on these, it doesn't matter, but the whole point is that this is more like a tool I'm using to help me stick to my calorie diet, rather than just sticking to eating these, taking these and hoping for the best. Like, I'm gonna diet alongside it, you know, like I'm gonna go on an actual diet. Probably, I'm thinking maybe like I'll put it into MyFitnessPal and I'll see what it gives me. But yeah, I'm gonna do these. So that's the end of this video. I don't know if it made any sense because I ramble so much, but yeah, that's how my life has been for the last, I don't know, I think the last time I uploaded was in November, so much, April, May, June, July, 9 months. Did not have a baby in that time. Lost a boyfriend, gained a boyfriend. Got ill 5 times. You know, it's been a great time. But yeah, I'm gonna give these a go, and I will either I haven't decided yet. I will either film every day, kind of updating how I feel, or I will give you a long video on Sunday next week about the entire process of that week, the week coming up. So we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna go now. So bye. Okay, that is my win for today.